Thousands on patio sets, dining, lounging, and wicker now up to half off. Heavy-duty cedar swing sets from $12.99. The world's safest spring-free trampolines. Beautiful outdoor kitchen islands from just $34.99. It's the hot fun under the sun summer sale at Galaxy. Limited time, so hurry. 12 months, same as cash.
Galaxy, where everyone has more fun.
The race is on. We're on the road to 500, and Express Credit Auto's got to sell 500 cars before the end of May. Did the other guys say no to your credit score? We can say yes. We're offering lower car payments and lower monthly payments on a huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and minivans. This event only happens once a year, so come see us today. And don't worry about your credit. We can say yes. Everyone's a winner during the road to 500, only at Express Credit Auto.
Come in for a free Merle Norman service. You'll get glowing skin, find the right foundation, and learn how to apply the latest shades. Merle Norman, made in the USA. Your gift with the purchase of 2 or more Merle Norman cosmetic products.
Okay, stop it. Move over. Gene Simmons, 18-year-old Adriana Lewis is in the running now for the world's longest tongue. Her tongue is 4 inches long and shouldn't touch her nose, elbow, chin, and even her eye.
Oh my gosh. David Payne's trying it now.
Stop it.
Hey, she actually started a YouTube channel to show off all of her tricks. She's been featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not. And now she's talking with Guinness Book of World Records to see if she is the new record holder. That grosses me out when she starts doing the thing with the eye.
Okay.
Okay, that's all the time we have here at 4 o'clock.
News 9 at 5 starts now. Sorry.
This is Oklahoma's own News 9 in high definition.
Yeah, we're glad you're here with us. Here at 5 o'clock, we will have the latest on the deadly train derailment in Philadelphia. And we'll have the latest in a stabbing at a Metro Long John Silver's.
But first this afternoon, we need to talk about our weather.
Yes, we're seeing rain off and on earlier this afternoon, and it looks like it will continue a bit longer. David and our weather team have been tracking the very latest for us. David?
All right. Well, you know, guys, the good news about this rain, we'll still take it, but it's not going to be heavy enough to really give us any big-time flooding problems. That's a plus. That's exactly what we need. First of all, we have you covered here across the metro. It's light, it's been moderate, and it's been heavy from time to time, but the rain will continue to get a little lighter as the evening moves along. So far, we picked up on average about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain in Oklahoma City. And it's raining in Kansas. It's raining in Oklahoma. And look at Texas. Some severe weather now in southwest Texas. Tornado warning way down there along the Rio Grande. For us, though, no severe weather. The rain lifting from the south to the north. More storms developing in northwest Texas. Those will scoot into western Oklahoma a little bit later on this evening. But right now, it's light to moderate rain from Medford to Perry, to all of Oklahoma City, down to Shawnee, Pauls Valley, down to Ardmore, a little heavier batch of rain just east of Ardmore. It's lifting to the north. And folks, this rain's going to gradually come to an end the next couple of hours in Oklahoma City, as the heaviest rain now is on the eastern sides of the metro, running from Mulhall to just east of Guthrie to Luther, down to just west of Shawnee. This is the heaviest rain here in the yellow and the red. Back in behind this, that's light rain going on there. Rainfall amounts, again, about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch across Oklahoma City. Heaviest rain today has been in southwestern Oklahoma, but we've all received a little bit of rain out of this. So how much more rain? Coming up at 5:15, I'll answer that. There's more rain down the road just a bit. Possible 2 days with some severe weather, and it's an active 2 weeks ahead of us. More on that coming up. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, and to get the latest weather information from David and our team, you can text 9CONNECT to 79640, or you can go to news9.com/connect. It is your one-stop app for live radar and more. You really need to have it. You can also interact with us on social media using the hashtag OKWX. In the news today, a 911 call alerts police and more to a reported stabbing at a fast food restaurant near I-35 and Northwest 12th Street.
And now they're trying to determine if it's an inside job, a random robbery, or maybe even something else. News 9's crime tracker, Adriana Wyszynski, has the details.
Well, more police arrived to this Long John Silver's location shortly after 9 o'clock this morning. They are speaking with the manager at the hospital to try to determine exactly what happened.
Police say the restaurant was not open at the time of the crime, but there were 2 people inside, the manager and a maintenance worker.
Yes, the maintenance man was in the back with the shop back running, and he didn't see or hear anything.
Police say the manager told that maintenance man that he had been stabbed and to call 911. And when investigators arrived, he told them a man wearing a green hoodie walked right in the front door while he was preparing the morning deposit. He then stabbed him, took the money, and ran off. Those who know and work with the manager are stunned this happened.
Yes, anytime you have something like this happen, it's very difficult when you have someone injured. That's the last thing you want to happen.
Police interviewed several people at nearby businesses, even checking their surveillance cameras, but none of them had a good shot of the door where the suspect reportedly walked in.
Buttercup, come on.
Donnie Vasquez works at the animal hospital across the parking lot from that Long John Silver's and was walking these dogs about the time police got the call. He says he saw someone wearing a dark hoodie and jeans walk by, but thought nothing of it. He claims people are always walking around out here and can't believe someone was stabbed in such a public place. But co-workers believe what the manager is saying is true.
Yes, he's a very good employee.
And the area manager of this location says they do have surveillance cameras inside the store, but they don't know if they were working at the time. Reporting in more, Adriana Ivashinsky, News 9.
And more police tell us the manager was treated and released from the hospital with minor injuries. They say at first he thought he had only been punched in the stomach, but then saw the blood.
Meanwhile, city police are investigating the death of a man who was hit by a train. Police were called to the scene at Southeast 23rd and Shields a little after 1 o'clock this afternoon. They say the man was hit and killed by the train. At this time, police have not identified the man. Some of Oklahoma's finest police officers were honored today after saving a woman's life at Lake Hefner last month. Master Sergeant Parsons and Northcup, as well as 2 other officers, received Lifesaver Awards from the Woodmen of the World. Officers Bett and Dutton were also honored for rescuing a homeless woman and her 2 children in a different rescue. Look for more on this tonight at 6 o'clock.
Way to go, those officers. Well, after months of protests and delays, 2 Asian elephants from the Seattle Zoo are now in Oklahoma City. In fact, they arrived at the Oklahoma City Zoo early this morning. News 9's Dana Hurtnicki got a look at how they're now adapting.
Chai and Bamboo are currently in quarantine, where they will remain for 30 days before being introduced to the other elephants here at the zoo. Chai and Bamboo spent the morning checking out their new digs at the Oklahoma City Zoo.
We even managed to dial up some Seattle weather this morning to make them feel a little bit at home.
After more than a day on the road, the 2 arrived here around 3 a.m.
They were very excited to start exploring their surroundings. The first thing they did was take a nice sand bath, get a drink of water, smell every inch of everything, so they were very excited.
The animals left the San Diego Zoo Monday night, the final stretch on what has been a long and controversial road. Protests and lawsuits followed a decision by the Woodland Park Zoo to move their last 2 elephants to Oklahoma City. Then a storm and signs of fatigue in Bamboo forced a stop and several weeks stay over at the San Diego Zoo.
Everything with elephants is big, yeah, so we were aware of what some of the issues would be.
Now that they're here, zookeepers will watch Chai and Bamboo for signs of illness that could potentially transmit to the other elephants. Then we'll begin the process of integrating them. Bamboo has had trouble with new elephants in the past, but zookeepers say they don't expect any issues and anticipate Bamboo and Chai will become the leaders of the herd. A couple keepers from the Woodland Park Zoo will remain here in Oklahoma City for about 2 weeks to make sure that the elephants adjust. At the Oklahoma City Zoo, Dana Hurtnicki, News 9.
Now, some of you have expressed concerns about the ankle chains the elephants can be seen wearing. We're told they were used just to keep them safe on the trip. They're going to be removed very soon.
Well, the historic Gold Dome in northwest Oklahoma City officially has a new owner. The purchase by developer and land-run commercial real estate founder Jonathan Russell became official Tuesday. We told you about Russell's intent to buy the building back in April. The sale was for a little more than $1 million. Russell sees the Gold Dome as a great opportunity, but he says he'll take his time to figure out what needs to be done with it.
Oklahomans headed to the polls in several counties last night. Most of the races were over school bonds. In fact, it looks like improvements are going to take place in Guthrie schools. A $16.2 million school bond was approved there. That money will go to build a new school and improve others. Also, Bethany voters approved a $5 million school bond there.
But a winner could not be chosen in one race last night up in Alfalfa County. It's actually going to have to be decided by luck. 3 seats in the Jet Board of Trustees race were up for grabs. Deanna Miller and Renee Christine were elected, but the vote for the 3rd seat ended up in a tie between Stephanie Caron and Rory Lovely. The election board will select the winner during a drawing at a future public meeting.
Governor Fallin has signed a measure intended to streamline the process of moving prisoners from county jails to DOC custody. As we reported this week, the head of corrections pulled almost all state inmates from county jails because he felt sheriffs were holding them longer than necessary so they could collect extra per diem money from the state. Under House Bill 1630, which takes effect in November, sheriffs will have to notify DOC that an inmate's available for transfer within 3 days of sentencing. Last year, DOC spent $22 million reimbursing county sheriffs for housing inmates.
Now we go to Philadelphia, where members of the NTSB are analyzing the black box from the deadly Amtrak train derailment. It appears speed may have played a role in the deadly accident that left at least 7 dead and more than 200 hurt. The NTSB says preliminary data shows the Amtrak train traveling from Washington, D.C. to New York City was going 100 miles an hour when it entered a 50-mile-an-hour curve in Philadelphia.
It is incredible that so many people walked away from that scene last night.
We're looking at the track, the train signals, the operation of the train, the mechanical condition of the train, human performance.
Officials say the engineer is not cooperating and that he left the police station with his lawyer. Meanwhile, teams are still searching for unaccounted for passengers.
And now around the world, search crews continue to look for a U.S. Marine helicopter that went missing Tuesday in Nepal. The chopper was carrying 6 Marines and 2 Nepalese soldiers responding to the latest deadly earthquake. The crews were delivering aid to victims there. The chopper disappeared after the pilot reported fuel problems.
Next at 5 o'clock, forced to choose health insurance over home insurance. Last week's storms left this Metro woman without a car. How Oklahomans have stepped in to help.
And popular names change every single year, so we check out to see what our names would be if we were born today. And David, you'll want to hear yours.
What? Am I in trouble?
No, just wait. Wait and see.
Okay. Hey guys, it has been a wet, cloudy day. It continues to rain out there. Light rain across the metro. That'll go on another couple of hours. What about the threat for severe weather down the road? Has it gone up or has it gone down? Your forecast coming up next. It's on the ground.
Oklahomans get more than their fair share of dangerous weather.
I had a niece that was direct hit in Moore.
Dr. Phil came to News 9 to share advice for adults and children.
That's where they feel the anxiety building up.
With another round of severe weather in the forecast, get strategies to prepare.
If you do that as a family exercise, it can be a very positive thing that replaces anxiety with action.
Thursday night at 10 on News 9.
Contour can record up to 6 shows at once, like sci-fi. Sci-fi. Romantic comedies? Anyone?
For the many sides of you, there's Contour.
At Galleria, we have over 100 different bedroom sets to choose from, starting as low as $499.
Like the Houston set, with a weathered oak look for as low as $499 with queen bed, dresser, mirror, and nightstand.
We also have the Tyler in a dark espresso, too. I don't know how we get the prices so low.
I do. We're the largest closeout dealer in Oklahoma.
And with 0% interest for 12 months and free local delivery, why shop anywhere else?
Oklahoma's biggest showroom and the best price. Galleria.
At the Chickasaw Cultural Center, the thrill of ancient games and summer brings everyone outdoors. Our Memorial Weekend celebration welcomes the new season as Chickasaw culture comes full circle once again. May 23rd and 24th. Catch it.
Your buddy Ron once said he could install your ceiling fan. He couldn't. And that one time, Ron said another chili dog was a good idea. Yeah, it wasn't. So when Ron said you'd never afford a John Deere tractor, you knew better. Now, Ron does too. Introducing the E-Series. Legendary John Deere quality. Unexpected low price. See your John Deere dealer for great green tag savings on the E-Series family of tractors.
Trade days are back.
Only at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge on I-35.
NormanDodge.com.
We'll trade for anything. Cars, boats, bikes, even dirty old couches. Buy a new Dodge Dart.
Under 12 grand.
Or a new Jeep Wrangler.
5,000 off.
And we'll buy your trade even if you don't buy ours.
Trade days.
Need help with financing?
Got a job? Get a car.
Everybody rides with approved credit.
Only at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram on I-35 in Norman.
David Stanley, he's the
NormanDodge.com.
Hi, I'm Roger Mathis. You ever wonder why the other stores don't advertise the famous name brands? It's simple. They don't carry them. At Factory Direct, you'll find names like Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Lane, and more. Take a look at this bedroom suite from Ashley. You get the nightstand, dresser mirror, queen headboard, footboard, and rails, just $10.58 with no so-called sales or gimmicks. Don't settle for less. Get the furniture you deserve at the price you want to pay at Factory Direct on the southwest corner of Reno and Portland.
You're watching Oklahoma's own News 9 in high definition.
Complete strangers show an Oklahoma City storm victim some love and support during a dark time.
The 82-year-old woman's home and car were damaged in strong winds, and she had no money for the cleanup or the repairs. News 9's Lacey Lowry shows us how Oklahomans came to her rescue. Lacey?
Well, Amanda, Bessie Baker got very sick recently and had to drop her home insurance to pay for medical bills. So she had no money for storm repairs until now.
Hi, Miss Bessie.
Bessie Baker is smiling a little bigger today.
It makes you feel good, you know. There's somebody that thought of you that don't know you to come to your house, a stranger's house, and help them. Oklahoma's like that, though.
When we met her last week, she was trying to figure out the next step after a huge tree fell onto her home and her car during severe weather.
I heard a zoom, that was the wind, they said. And all at once I heard, I thought, oh my God, the tornadoes hit the house.
It wasn't a tornado, but those powerful winds brought sleepless nights because she had no money to fix the mess. Still, she stayed hopeful.
After the rain, there's always sunshine.
Those rays of sunshine came first from a lawn company called Mickey's Lawn Care. The owner called News 9 wanting to help Bessie for free. His crew had the tree taken care of the next day.
I said, I don't have any money. I don't have any insurance. He said, ma'am, I haven't asked you for anything.
Then more sunshine came from a church group that dropped by and gave Bessie $300.
Now, that surprised me.
Why?
I don't know. For some reason, you know, people help you in a lot of different ways. You know, money's kind of hard to come by now.
The church group wants to remain anonymous, but encourages others to help neighbors in need.
Just remember that God loves us, and He will send a guiding angel to you. Just have faith.
So Bessie just needs to get her car windshield fixed now and says the money from the church group will help with that. Live in the newsroom, Lacey Lowry, News 9.
Tonight only on 9, our tornado warning time is really advancing, but could it take a big leap forward? The latest tool now in testing that could increase storm warning lead times. It looks like a hobbyist remote control airplane, but it's really a flying computer relaying important weather data radar can't see.
This really has opened up, new opportunities for us for looking at the dynamics and thermodynamics of the atmosphere.
What we call drones, researchers at Norman's National Weather Center call unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. Tonight at 10, meet one scientist who believes this unmanned aerial vehicle, the UAV, is a game changer when it comes to life-saving weather forecasts.
That is so fascinating. Okay, so we'll talk more about that tonight at 10 o'clock. But right now, we got to talk about this rain.
Well, it's much lighter now. It was heavy for about an hour or so, and it's going to get lighter. I really don't think we're going to have any flooding problems because it's becoming light, and it's beginning to kind of move its way out. And it's going to end, and then still some showers around. But this is just a good rain that's just kind of running off slowly.
The kind we like.
Slowly. The kind we like and the kind we really need, unlike what we had last week at this time. First of all, hey, today I was down in Moore at Fisher Elementary. What a great group of kids down there. Man, they were a lot of fun. Smart group of kids. So well behaved. Had a great time down in there. And again, we were just, cranking it up today, making some lightning, making the tornado, and the whole gymnasium filled up with kids. It was packed. But we had a good time. We'll go back again, and if you want us to come to your school, well, go find us online at news9.com. Sign up, and we'll make a trip. All right, here we go. Right now in Oklahoma City, we have cloudy skies. We still have light rain falling, but it is a lot lighter now than what it was an hour ago. And we're still gray. That drive home today, yes, it will be wet. So if you're heading out or coming home, whatever, slow it down. All right, let's go to the weather computer, and here it is. Look at all the rain across Kansas, through Oklahoma, into Texas. This is the main piece of energy right here, all right? This is what's moving through. There's a break in the west, and then notice this other line of showers and a few thunderstorms here. That'll come into western Oklahoma this evening, but the big rain right now is coming through and it's just not that big, all right? It's big. We've had an inch to an inch and a half of rain in southwestern Oklahoma, but nothing to give us any major flooding, which is good. We don't need major flooding. Heavy rain in Kansas, down through Oklahoma, into Texas. There's a warm front down here lifting north. Severe weather today has been in Texas, and it'll stay there. But running from Alva to Enid to Kingfisher, down to Oklahoma City to Pauls Valley, to Perry to Stillwater to Ponca City, light to moderate to heavy rain, lifting north, and more rain going on from Ardmore to Ada, down through Atoka, McAllister, Henrietta. It's a good rain here. Notice, though, showers redeveloping back out in the west, and those will be around for a while this evening in behind this main line. But once this main line moves through, it's going to be scattered. It's going to be off and on. Here in Oklahoma City, light to moderate to heavy rain now running through Perkins and Kearney, the yellows and the reds. That's going to be the heaviest rain lifting from the south to the north. The rest of us, light rain. And here we go. The back edge of the light rain here, kind of a storm track on that. Downtown Oklahoma City at about 6:45. That's the back edge of it. So in between 6 and 7, this will be gradually ending across Oklahoma City. I think we'll still have some showers in behind that, but it won't be as widespread this evening. Okay, rainfall amounts today, about a ½ inch across the metro on average. Some places like Jones and Midwest City, a little more than that. Norman, about a ½ inch. So really not enough to give us any major flooding issues, which is good, okay? Southwestern Oklahoma, about an inch to an inch and a half from, again, down in Caddo County, back down to Granfield and Frederick. A little more rain here in the yellow. Everybody else, rainfall amounts, ½ inch in the north to that inch and a half in the southwest. Air Comfort, Skycam Network, Broadway Extension, all streets, they are wet, and they will stay wet for that, again, afternoon drive home. Temperatures now 50s and 60s. It will be a cool evening with temperatures holding in the low 60s all evening long. The chance of rain is going to come to an end the next couple of hours in Oklahoma City, at least the widespread rain. It'll keep moving off into eastern Oklahoma. A few showers possible and thunderstorms in the west later on this evening. Overnight tonight, lows in the 60s with a south wind. And tonight, best chance of rain, mainly across eastern Oklahoma. This will be this wave that's moving through now. It'll be in eastern Oklahoma overnight tonight. Slight chance for showers elsewhere. Highs tomorrow, low 80s. South winds increase. And for tomorrow, chance for showers at about 20%. A little better chance in the far east. Late tomorrow evening, could see a few thunderstorms coming into southwestern Oklahoma. Might produce a little wind, a little hail there. And then for Friday, upper 70s to the low 80s. Strong south winds. And on Friday, right now, 60% chance for showers and storms on Friday. Few of those might be severe, mainly in the west. The way it looks right now, large hail, damaging winds with that area. And then for Saturday, 70s for high, strong south winds. The main storm comes out on Saturday. Chance of rain Saturday at 80%. And some of these storms could be severe depending on how much we heat up. That will determine what types of severe weather. Right now, hail and wind, but the tornado threat right now, it is there, but it is relatively low. All right, now through Saturday, gosh, now to 7 o'clock, 100% chance of rain from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock, 30% chance of rain. Tomorrow, mainly dry. Friday, Saturday, rain and storms move back in. 9-day forecast, more stormy weather ahead through Saturday. We dry it out Sunday and Monday. Next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, here comes the next storm system, and that will hang around for a couple of days. Highs next week, 70s and 60s. Stick around. We'll be back right after this.
News 9 in high definition is sponsored by Cox, Oklahoma City's best choice for HD.
Ford is taking the EcoBoost Challenge all across America.
I feel like I'm in a race car.
Check out the new Focus and find out why Ford is the brand more people buy and buy again.
EPA estimated rating 42 miles per gallon highway.
Ooh, I need that. The control's amazing. It makes me feel safe.
This is the future, and this is Ford, and they are way ahead of the game.
Drive a Focus with 0 for 60 plus $1,250 for current Ford and qualified competitive owners, or up to $2,250 total cash back. Visit your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
I was tired of my chronic constipation and the way it made me feel. The discomfort, the bloating, the straining. I just felt this way for too long. So I finally talked to my doctor about my symptoms. I tried laxatives before. He prescribed Amitiza lubiprostone for my chronic constipation. It works differently than laxatives.
Amitiza is clinically shown to help relieve common symptoms like bloating, abdominal discomfort, hard stools, and straining, and help people with chronic constipation go more often. Don't take Amitiza if you have a bowel blockage or severe diarrhea. Tell your doctor if your nausea or diarrhea becomes severe, or if you experience chest tightness or shortness of breath. The most common side effects are nausea, diarrhea, and headache.
Amatiza helped me find relief from my chronic constipation. Ask your doctor if Amatiza is right for you.
This year, Carol will begin her fight with lung cancer. This year, asthma will send Brianna to the hospital. This year, Frank's arteries will be damaged. This year, Kim will suffer a heart attack, all without ever lighting up. This year, secondhand smoke will kill 50,000 loved ones and put thousands more at risk. Find out what you can do about it. Visit StopsWithMe.com. Secondhand smoke. The facts can blow you away.
Shop the total liquidation of Hoffman Furniture at 36 and Northwestern in Oklahoma City. Beautiful furniture, a beautiful store is coming to an end. Everything in the inventory must be sold and sold fast because time is not on our side. There's discounts in every department on every item. Accessories at 50, 60, and 70% off. 12 months to pay for it without any interest. It's a total liquidation. Hoffman Furniture at 36 Northwestern.
For 5 generations, here at Schwab Meat Company, we've been using the same recipes that my great-grandfather brought over from Germany in 1912. Together with other members of the Made in Oklahoma Coalition, we are shipping products all over the United States and bringing the dollars back into Oklahoma. My great-grandfather could have chosen any place to start his meat company, but he chose Oklahoma, and after 100 years, we're still smoking.
Find more Made in Oklahoma brands like Griffin's Foods at MIOcoalition.com. Made in Oklahoma. Good for you, good for Oklahoma.
The race is on! We're on the road to 500, and Express Credit Auto's got to sell 500 cars before the end of May. Did the other guys say no to your credit score? We can say yes. We're offering lower car payments and lower monthly payments on a huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, and minivans. This event only happens once a year, so come see us today. And don't worry about your credit. We can say yes. Everyone's a winner during the Road to 500, only at Express Credit Auto.
The world-class original reporting of CBS News. Every weeknight, the CBS Evening News with Scott Pelley.
Disturbing video of Oklahoma students making dead cats dance. What the principal has to say about those involved with the grim video. Next at 6.
Well, we know popular names have changed a lot over the years. So what would yours be if you were born in 2014? Okay, there's a new interactive article on Time Magazine's website. So we put our names through this time machine, if you will. Let's start with me. Okay, I was born, obviously, Amanda. But my name would be, if I was born last year, it would be Mia. Yes.
Mia?
Mia. I like that. Okay, but Kelly, let's do him. Okay, Kelly. But if he was born last year, Harrison. Harrison Ogle. Hello.
Harrison.
And David, drum roll, he would be
Indiana Jones.
Liam. Liam Payne. Hello.
Liam Payne.
I like that.
Action 9 News.
Very nice, guys.
Nobody treats you better than Byford.
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 Nobody treats you better than Byford. Nobody treats you better than Byford.
Nobody treats you better than Byford.
Nobody treats you better than Byford.
Whatever you want for your home, you'll find it at Mathis Brothers. Whether you're just starting out or furnishing the home of your dreams, we have more to choose from at better prices than anyone else in the state, including 50,000 square feet of designer furniture with names like Henredon, Century, and Marge Carson, and a team of design pros to help you create your own special look. You'll find this kind of selection, value, and service only at one place, Mathis Brothers, 3434 West Reno.
Year after year after year, Ford F-Series delivers outstanding toughness, capability, and efficiency. Construction, farming, forestry, F-Series is #1 in every hard-working industry out there. Not just this year or last year, since Puka Shells and Disco. Ford F-150, Ford Super Duty, America's #1 trucks for 38 straight years.
Drive a Super Duty today with up to $5,000 cash back. See your Oklahoma Ford dealer, the best in Oklahoma.
I love this show.
Yeah, we just started. It's good.
Especially when
we just started watching.
Okay, play it. Cox is now the official sponsor of Binge Watching. Now binge on the best of HBO. Now with access to over 2,000 of the most bingeable shows. Get a bundle for just $99.99 a month.
Hey, how does it end? Did they escape?
No. Do not tell him.
Okay, gotta get back to the show.
it. It's a big screen.
You ready for the big game, huh, bro?
What if the rest of the world rewarded you like Riverwind Casino?
What is this?
That is a wild card.
All right.
Now we're ready for the big game, bro.
Riverwind Wildcard members get more big prizes and most of all, more chances to win big at OKC's most rewarding casino.
See you, bro!
Voice-activated directions, you ask and it answers.
The Sonata also has a 5-star overall safety rating. Did you read that part?
Not yet.
Oh, wow.
Do you work here?
No, what? Oh, I wish.
Nice talking.
Now get the Sonata for 0% APR for up to 75 months. Or get up to $5,000 total savings on the Sonata Hybrid. Visit buyhyundai.com.
Building good credit isn't the same as building a house, but it can help you buy a house one day, or a car, a boat, or a blimp shaped like a duck. The point is, a credit builder loan from FFB builds your credit now for when you need it later. It's easy. We place your loan in a savings account for safekeeping. Then you simply pay it back over time. A low fee and a low rate make it easy, and that's not hot air. Visit ffb.com or call for more info today.
Trade days are back.
Only at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge on I-35.
NormanDodge.com.
We'll trade for anything. Cars, boats, bikes, even dirty old couches. Buy a new Dodge Charger.
$6,500 off.
Or a new Ram Quad Cab.
$249 a month.
And we'll buy your trade even if you don't buy ours.
Trade days.
Need help with financing?
Got a job? Get a car.
Everybody rides with approved credit.
Only at David Stanley Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram on I-35 in Norman.
NormanDodge.com.
Buying a car can be very stressful. When I have a friend that's looking for a car, first name that comes to